Good morning, good afternoon, dear students. We have started the poem Cherry Tree. As I told you many times, we have divided the poem into three parts, that is, roughly. According to my opinion, the first part of the poem deals with the birth of a cherry tree, which was the dream of our poet. And in the mid of the first part, our poet discussed our poet has discussed the problems which were faced by cherry tree. And in the second part, we will come across the fully developed 6 feet high cherry tree, which was very colorful and full with the flowers and cherries. And in the last part, or the third part of the poem, where poet has discussed the importance of that cherry tree as a shed, as a beautiful part of the nature, and as the part where we can feel comfortable. Our poet was lying under the tree and feeling its beauty and its pleasantness. So, this is about the poem. Roughly, we can divide the poem into three parts. In the last lecture, we have gone through the first part, where we have discussed the hurdles which were faced by cherry tree, and again we have discussed the second part, where cherry tree was fully grown up with lot of flowers and green leaves and fruits too, where poet was feeling complete relaxed and he was sitting under the tree. Now we will go through the third and the last part of the poem, where poet says, look at the lines. I lay on the grass at ease, looking up through the leaves at the blue, blind sky at the finches as they flew and flitted through the dappled green, while bees in an ecstasy drank of nectar from each bloom, and the sun sank swiftly, and the stars turned into the sky, and moon moths and the singing crickets, and I, yes, I praised the nights and stars and tree, that small cherry tree grown by me. So, this is about the third part of the poem. Here we come across the feeling of satisfaction of the poet. When our poet was seeing at the existence of that cherry tree in his backyard, he was feeling happy and he wanted to take maximum benefit from it. So he was laid on the grass. Here, very first line of the poem says about the condition or the situation of the poet, where he was sleeping or lying under the grass, under the tree on the grass, and it was the moment where he was feeling comfortable. At ease means he was relaxed, he was very safe, comfortable. These are all meanings we can say about for the ease. So here, looking up through leaves at the blue, when he was lying under the ground or on the ground, he was under the tree on the ground, he was looking up through at the blue. Blue means the sky. Here the color symbolism appeals our senses. Here he was talking about the blue sky, and he was looking through the leaves. He was sleeping or the lying under the tree, so he could see the sky through the green leaves. And what happens? Blind sky at the finches as they flew. Here finches means birds. The birds were flying. Here birds were flying. They were sitting on the tree. They were flying means they were taking the birds were taking maximum benefit of a tree. They were using tree as their shelter. They were taking maximum benefit from the fruits as their food and all that. So it was all the observation of our poet. He was looking, he was observing, and he was feeling the beauty of the nature. Here what he says, he was observing the gesture of the birds through the dappled green. Here, yes, what? and flitted through the dappled green, means the birds were flying and flitted, they were skipping through the dappled green, means this is the color symbolism where poet was very prominent while choosing the words. So he has used color imaginary by using the selected words which appeals to our senses. Here dappled green colors is about the greenness of that cherry tree and that leaves. So he talks that where birds were fleeting, skipping through the dappled, or sky was also fleeting, skipping from one place to another place. So all these observation was made by our poet, or was viewed by our poet. Of nectar from so while bees on ecstasy drank, so yes, it was the feast for the all birds, because all bees, because the tree was fully loaded with all cherries. They were fully ripened and dark pink in color. So it was the feast for the bees. So they were what they were collecting, they were in ecstasy. Ecstasy means they were in hyper joy, they were in great joy. They were collecting the nectar, that is the juice, that is the nectar of a tree from each bloom, from each flower. Okay, they were collecting, they were busy. The group of the bees, or the bees were busy to collect their food, that is nectar from each flower. And this was the uh, action of the bees generally we see. And the sun sank, so with the gesture of the sinking of the sun, we come across that it was the evening time, or it is the evening time where poet was lying under the tree, and where swiftly the stars turned in the sky after the evening, after the sun setting. Generally the sky is covered by the stars, that we know very well. So now the sun sank swiftly, यहाँ पे सन सेटिंग होता है, and all sky is covered by the stars. And what happens now? The time has come, time had come to enjoy the night. What we say, insects, they were moon moths. Generally the moth which fly, or which exist, or which come out at the night time. So the moon moth were coming, and there were crickets also. Cricket is one type of insect which make noise. So it was the time of their crickets and moon moths. They were coming and singing. What their music, their sound was coming out from their mouth. So it was the sound, that crickets. And it was the old observation of our poet, that he was watching, he was observing everything. So he says at the time everything was very silent. Now our poet, yes, he says, yes, I praised night and stars and tree, that shall the cherry grown by me. Now the crickets were praising. In the daytime we had gone through the existence of bees on the tree. They were in ecstasy, they were collecting nectars. So they were also praising that cherry tree. And actually poet praises that cherry tree, but he was very happy and confident, because that tree was grown by our poet. That's why he was in ecstasy, he was feeling very happy. And he says, praised night and stars and tree, everything was singing. I also praise night, star and tree. And night, star and tree, that small, the cherry tree grown by me. Actually that gigantic transform cherry tree from a seed to a 6 feet high cherry tall tree was grown by whom? Our poet. So poet was feeling and showing his wonder of the nature and all. So my dear students, this is about the last stage of the poem. In this video or the audio, we have gone through the last phase of the poem. So what we learned? We learned that what here? The struggle of a cherry tree, the patience of a cherry tree, its devotion, its growth and responsibility. Just like an individual who faces problem in life and is able to come out of it, he is ready to face it, and like that our cherry tree is also bravely faced all hurdles, all problems that he had came across, or the tree had came across, and later on the existence of the cherry tree which pleased each and everyone around, which come across the cherry tree. So this is about the tree and its existence and struggle. Now what is the message of the poem? So grow more trees so you can get maximum benefit of it, and that's the wish of our poet, that's the message of our poet for all the readers. So thank you very much. Today here we stop, and we will meet with the next poem in the next audio. Thank you very much.